Hello ladies and gentlemen, Tricky Tracy here and welcome to the second in our video review series. Today we're going to be looking at some low platinum rank footage from everyone's favourite geriatric Ana. So looking at our team setup, there's about half a pirate ship set up here already. We have Orisa, we have Bastion, but in terms of healing it's less than ideal. We have Ana, who can do a bit of healing, we don't have Mercy, and if we're going to commit to a pirate ship we need Mercy. But look, okay, you actually considered moving to Mercy, which is good, because you recognised what actually had to be done. But fortunately the other player switched over. Okay. Okay, that was a good sleep at the very start. If we can get rid of Hog, we're in a very advantageous position straight away. Okay. Now, our Mercy's down already, so you're primary healer. Okay, this is alright so far, just keep putting healing onto the point. Now remember, in these situations, if you have to choose between the pirate ship itself, or whatever you want to call that, or Hanzo, it has to be the pirate ship. Keeping the point alive is our primary focus. Hog above us. Yeah, we're inside hook range, we need to be a bit more careful there. At higher level, that Hog would have taken us out completely. Okay, I'm not sure if he actually meant that made to kill the Reinhardt, but still good all the same. Okay, that was a very quick first point, and so far our positioning and accuracy have been fairly good apart from our first missed sleep dart against the Hanzo. We'll pretend we didn't see that for now.
I need healing, man.
Okay, Hanzo is going to call for healing throughout the whole game. That's fine, there's two healers, he'll get it eventually. Okay, so we know we have Valkyrie, we know we have Nano Boost. It wouldn't hurt to flick up the menu and see what our ultimates we have to mainline at this stage. Because all we know for certain is we don't have configuration tank. Okay, what are we doing right here? We know the entire enemy team, or a large number of them, are directly above us. And we're going to give up line of sight on that. Like, if you were to go completely around, maybe to the car on the left here, or to the base of the stairs, at least we have the ability to look at what they're doing. But right now, they're above us, they can drop down either side and get the jump on us. And there it is. So that's a bit of a positioning error on your part. We really should have waited and baited them to come off the high ground first.
Behind us.
Okay, that was a nice shot. Okay.
Nice.
Your Hanzo did call it, but it doesn't seem to be doing an awful lot to help out the situation. And look, you did the best you could there. Really, you could have been calling, you know, guys, come back, we can take out this and completely stagger the team. But at this stage, the fight is lost.
What happened?
Okay, what happened there was Hanzo didn't take out the supports behind. We're in a good position to come back with a good number of ults online. We have possibly Valkyrie still, I'm not sure, do we? No, we use that. Okay, we need to decide what side we're going to go down now. And now the decision's been made for us. We've committed 2 ults already. And D.Va's answered with their own. Can we get around? Okay, that's good use of cover. We're very fortunate there. Basic positioning, don't run into fire strikes. You know, you as a 200 health hero, 100 health is quite a lot. Look, that was quite a good nade, or sleep dart.
You're powered up. Get in there. Correct.
Okay, in that particular instance, let's just go back a small bit there, because there's quite a few positional errors. So taking out the Reinhardt was pretty good. After that, it did fall apart a small bit. So Orisa puts her shield down. Bastion isn't behind the shield, which is partly his fault. He could, you know, move over a slight bit. It takes a few seconds, or he could call for Orisa to move the shield. When you nano boosted them though, you should be healing him. Think about it, you have a nano boosted Bastion. You don't need to be doing damage. What you need to be doing is healing him so that he doesn't need to heal himself or leave his current position. So that one really is on you. I am loving these sleep guards though. Okay, I can see why you ran back to try to get to health pack, but being anti-nated, the best thing you can do at that stage is just go down and hopefully take down support with you.
Genji one behind, Genji one, literally one.
Rendezvous at my position.
Punch him, spit on him.
We need to disengage now.
Go. I'll keep you here.
Throwing a small bit of damage in is fine. Okay, and when you get a pick, it's very fine.
You should go Farah.
Yeah, but also you should switch off Bastion, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Bastion thing isn't working out anymore.
Junk one, he fucked up.
I'm not sure if he did, I think you did. Not you, the Hanzo. So now we need to wait for Hanzo or wherever he's going to come back as to come back.
I need healing.
This is fine, I'm okay with keeping everyone's topped off this far back. Okay, this is just very unfortunate. Yeah, he got into our back line, nobody focused him. I see, and he nearly managed to escape.
Good job. Sorry, my bad.
We should try and go Zarya. It would be good against Junkrat.
Junkrat isn't the main concern here. The fact that there's a Genji destroying us,
Where are you?
Man, you need help?
that's the concern.
Yep.
In situations like that, I just wouldn't bother asking, does Ryan need help? Just give him help.
Why did you switch?
Drax, you'll be fine.
Okay, Earthshatter happened, we're not quite sure where though.
The run is lower.
Okay, I can appreciate what you're trying to do there, just
Why did you switch?
do a bit of damage there.
I'll rest when the fighting is done.
Seconds remaining.
Okay, 30 seconds, the other Zen has used his ult, we need to keep our own topped off now. Oh, that's very... I could have sworn you were a thin line of sight there, but look, clearly you knew better there.
He's alone.
Okay, the accuracy is dire. That's the only way to describe it. It is very poor accuracy. And we're lucky to take the point now.
The payload has reached the checkpoint.
Hello.
Don't push, please. We don't have much time for you to push. Okay?
Okay, in behind the payload is fine. I'd prefer if we were a bit further to the left or right, just so we could actually see our team as well. Okay, we have been sitting on this nano boost for quite a while, so we might want to do something with it shortly, just so we have a chance. And there we go. Okay, our Zen is ulting quite late every time, which is just, that's not something we can control. We could mention too many comms, you know, just be a bit, just be a bit more conservative while the game goes on, and then before we actually all die, use Transcendence. But look,
Fine. He just Q button, you know.
Time is running out. Press the attack.
okay, I like this position. We're in relative safety. Ryan has a shield far up front. It's giving us a lot more cover than you think, actually.
10 seconds
Fire at will!
And that was very good.
Okay, guys,
Yeah.
next round.
At the end, positioning was absolutely perfect. There's no need for you to get more involved than where you actually were.
score. 3-0. Switching sides.
And we finished with all of 4.5 seconds left.
Prepare your defenses.
They
Select
may,
a hero.
maybe they will go Bastion, so... Now Reaper stay next
Okay,
to
let's just
like...
skip ahead here. There's no need
Like I
to
should
listen
leave.
to people complaining in the setup.
Yeah, don't worry.
Fighting for
Okay, moving forward a small more.
Need healing. My ultimate is charging.
Okay, so yeah, that's exactly where you want to be looking.
Yeah, they don't have Bastion.
You know, it's nice you're going for some target
Yeah,
practice
I
now,
can.
but it'd be a lot better if you did your practice while shooting the enemy.
1. Attackers incoming. Stop the payload.
Okay, that's 2. Okay, we got a hit finally. Okay, it's not your job to be entirely accurate the whole time. There's something up here. We need to move.
Okay, I'm gonna just...
Okay, we failed to identify the threat there, and
Okay.
now they're going to get
You can
at
move
least
the
halfway to the
field,
first point.
Go back,
Pull
go
back,
back.
guys, pull back, pull back, pull back.
That's not completely on you. Now, if obviously throwing a nade down and if getting a sleep dart, although difficult, would have made a huge change there.
Full back. Most of them are dead.
Yep.
Why you?
They're pushing us, dude.
But it is what it
What's
is.
wrong with
Widowmaker here.
This Reinhardt is
Ryan
in
will
quite a
die
lot of
now.
trouble.
Winston reporting.
You're going to be okay.
Okay, I think with just a bit more experience as Anna, you'll be able to weight that grenade a small bit better.
Group up at my position.
But so far, he's still alive.
Rendezvous at my position. Watching your back.
Okay, positioning. What do we see here? We have Orisa behind a shield, there's nothing we can do about that, versus our Ryan. Most of the team is still coming through the structure here, but in the back line we see Widow. This is very bad for us. We don't want to lose our other eye. So we need to be calling out Widow in the back line. I know you don't want to, you're not big on comms here at all, but we need to relay somehow to our team that there is a Widow back there. So how do we damage this? Really at the moment,
Only here.
the only option is to start a sniper battle. And we're very lucky not to get shot. It's about baiting out attack. So if you're on if there's the left hand side versus the right hand side, if you leave the left hand side and start walking towards the right hand side, Widow knows where you're going to appear. It's going to be the right hand side. So maybe be a bit more erratic in your movement and try to get a second shot on Widow. Okay, so long as we're around the corner, this is fine. And our Zen seems to be chasing the Orisa around the corner. So far so good on this positioning. It's good that you didn't drop down, because this is actually perfect for us until Widowmaker arrives again. We need to be ready for that. And we now got our own Widow. Okay, unfortunate on the sleep darts. But brilliant, we could sort that problem out before it actually became one. Yep, right decision, take a supercharger. Okay.
Pull back, honest.
Now, our Widowmaker is struggling against the other. You are very lucky there. So we can help take out Widowmaker. We know she's still there.
I'm coming.
And now our own Widowmaker is dead because we didn't help out. There wasn't too much damage to be healing down there at the time. And now Widowmaker knows exactly where we are.
Go for Widow, honest. Go for Widow.
Okay, Hanzo Hanzo should be the one going for it at the moment. And again, we're very lucky, so quite a few positioning errors up here. Now, it's hard to know how good the opposing Widowmaker is. I mean, she hits you 0 of maybe 4 nice shots there. But in other games, you're going to be against Widowmakers who are going to hit 4 of those 4 shots. So it's about not giving them the opportunity. You need to drop back here. Complete waste of sleep dart, even if you hit it. What will it do? And you don't seem to be sort of player that's using all their abilities on cooldown, which is good. Especially as a high skill character like Anna, you need to be waiting for the proper moment. And on that occasion you didn't. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Hammond came in. I'm not sure if you could call it a stall of sorts or a distraction, but really now the team's out of tank. What was that? So let's take the pool of all ultimates. There are good ultimates and there are bad ultimates. Good ultimates are used to change the tide of a battle, to just add something to the team, just to add something in general, and also are used when you know what's actually happening. You didn't have a clue what was around the corner. At this stage, we know Hammond's dead, and that's pretty much it. The only person on our team who can see around the corner is that Winston up there? Everyone else doesn't have a clue. They could have changed their team comp entirely since the last fight, and we wouldn't know. But we just speculatively threw in Nano Boost. So probably one of the worst ults we've used so far in this game. And now they're dead. Let's just stay behind the shield. Okay. Okay, so it's a 4v4. Okay, Hammond is absolutely making you his bitch here. He's just coming in straight for you, and he got you. Good. Now, obviously, Sleep Dart, it's hard enough to hit, but you do need to hit it. And that's the difference between a good Ana, which you objectively are, and a very good Ana. So far, the score between Hammond and Ana is a strong 1-0.
Focus Genji, please. Focus Genji.
Widow, get the Widow. You can dive the Widow. Don't let her late.
Okay, I'll call that a draw. That's 1-0. But now he's coming for you straight again, because he was able to get you last time. Okay, if you're on comms, now would be a good time to call Hammond's too far, Hammond overextended. Okay, we are in a lot of trouble here now.
Come on.
Okay, so it's going to come down to the third point.
No one can hide from my sight.
I understand. Understood.
The payload.
Okay, so where are we going to set up for this?
Need healing.
Moves. Okay, here it comes. There we go. That's the shot we want.
By the dragon.
Now we could push up just... Our team could push up a small more. This position is ideal enough for you though. Against the Widow that we're against, I wouldn't suggest taking high ground or anything like that. As far back as possible, with line of sight on your team. Healing is matters here now. Here comes Hammond. Well, he's here somewhere. But again, it comes down to a missed sleep dart. Now, it's not expected every time that you're going to hit these sleep darts. It's not expected every time you're going to stop every enemy's ultimate.
Come on, guys. We need
But it would have helped.
stop this.
Torp, are you sure about Torp? I don't know.
Yeah, just stay here. Stay here. Stay here.
I mean, I'm pretty happy with the Torp. Yeah. Okay, very much settled the score against Hammond now. Probably stop doing this as often now. Okay, we lost our Sombra. I didn't even know we had one. Shows how much attention I'm paying to this. Okay, just keep firing healing in. That's your primary concern here.
So, this fucking...
Okay, there's a Widowmaker up there. If you're in comms, of course, you'd be calling out the Widowmaker. That was a nice shot. Widowmaker's still up there. So, look, we've gathered that it isn't the best Widowmaker we've ever met in a competitive game. But this is the first time it's been called out. And given enough time, she is going to get a few picks.
Get the Widow, guys.
Don't die,
Just
guys.
left side. Come on, just go kill her. Why are you letting her live till next round?
Yeah, just kill her forehead.
Yeah, exactly, man.
Come on, guys, fall back, fall back.
Falling back is the correct call here. We need to be as far back as possible ourselves, providing support.
It's
And already our
5v1,
team
man.
is
Why do you
pushed
want
too
to
far
fall back?
forward.
EMP charge.
I mean, the payload is very easy to move from that point to maybe halfway to where it needs to be.
Genji's one.
Get in there. Experience.
Okay, we did what we could there. Yeah, it's a good nano boost.
Get Dodo.
Especially against, or on a character like Reaper now, who's healing so much anyway.
I have your back.
We can afford to throw out the nano boost and just let them do their thing.
Nice,
Nice,
GG.
guys. Well played.
You don't want to move it any further, and there we go. That's a good victory. So, where can we improve on this one? So, positioning was had its up and downs. At times when you're defending especially, you were much better. Situational awareness, such as the widow, where the widow was and how much of a threat the widow actually was to you, could be improved as well. And finally, accuracy as well. Now, there's a few times when your accuracy was absolutely sublime, but other times a little bit iffy. And when it comes to sleep darts, on something that has such a long cooldown, I mean 12 seconds is a long time, you do want to make sure you're getting value every time you use it, because there will be at least one occasion while you're on cooldown where you wish you had it. Right, thanks very much for listening. Hopefully this is benefit to you submitted it and anyone else watching, and have a good evening.